Hello, YouTube. There comes a point in our lives when we start thinking about our years lived, the events, the people, the places, and we start taking inventory of what we did and what we did not do, and what we wish we would have done and what we wish we would not have done. Most of us will have regrets. Not all, but most of us will have regrets. And how do I know this? Two things. In our culture here in the West, it's a capitalist society, which means there are so many options. We can take our life in so many paths. There are options and many decisions that we make every day. Eventually, this can lead us to compare what has become of our lives to the lives of our friends and our family. If I really feel like navel gazing today, since it's raining and it's not sunny, I can start comparing what has become of my life to the lives of my high school friends and my college friends. And I guarantee you, I can find somebody who has a better career, better financial status, better romantic life, better house, and the list goes on. This kind of thinking leads to regrets. Another thing about our environment is that it fosters immediate and multiple gratification. It idealizes that we need to feel good now. Buy the car now, figure out how to pay for it later. Or work now and make money and think about going to school later on. What happens is that we can make haphazard and unwise decisions that can have consequences that can last a lifetime. Now, there are two main categories of regret. One is the wrong turn, and the other one is the road not taken. With the wrong turn, you just took a detour. You got involved with the wrong crowd, got involved in drugs in college, and now you're turning your life around and starting over. So you've lost a few years. Or you made the wrong relationship choice and you ended up in an abusive relationship or a divorce, and now you're starting over. Or you didn't do your research before you launched your business, and now you're going bankrupt, and so now you're starting over. That's the wrong turn. The other kind is the road not taken. And basically, you've always wanted to be a writer, but you chose to major in business instead in college because there's a lot of money there. And now years later, you hate your job and how you wish you would have followed your heart earlier and took all those writing courses and a degree so you could be a writer. Or you missed your daughter's wedding because you had an important business trip that you chose to go to. And now how you wish you can turn back time so you could be there for your daughter's milestone. Or you married the wrong person and you let the one get away. Between these two kinds of regrets, I think the road not taken stings a little bit more. With the wrong turn, at least you were there. You took the path, you were there. It was wrong and you have regrets about it, but there are no what ifs. But with the road not taken, well, that's riddled with what ifs because you'll never know what's going to happen because you never took the road. And so your head is full of question mark, and sometimes you can really get angry about yourself. The thing is, regrets can really paralyze us. It can really cause us to be stuck and not focus on our present and our future. Because those things we still have control over. We have control over our present and our future, but we can't change the past. So what can you do now? Write down all your regrets on a piece of paper. See if you can still rectify or salvage something. If you're stuck in a job that you hate, if you're young enough and you have the resources and the courage, get out now and do a career change and pursue what you've always wanted to do. You might want to expect a pay cut, and then you have to start over and basically work your way up. But that's a cost that you have to pay. And I did that just because I don't want to end up in my life hating myself. Or if you're in a relationship that you don't like, you can either just work hard and give it 110% to make it work out, or end it. And that's what I'm saying. If there's something that can be salvaged, that can turn into a bigger regret, salvage it now. Now, what about those things that are already done? You can't rewind it, it's already over. Well, don't dwell on it too much. It's already done with. What I see with a lot of people in midlife, and it happens to me, is that we tend to idealize and romanticize a young love, a relationship that we had in the past that never quite went into fruition. And we start romanticizing it and idealizing it and playing it in our heads, and we get stuck in there. And that's counterproductive because, for one thing, that's in the past, and that does a number on your self-esteem because it makes you believe that you're not good enough to have made the relationship work. Another reason is that you won't be able to focus on the person whom you're with now and give him or her the love deserved because you're stuck in the past. And also, you're not allowing yourself to heal. You're refusing to let go, and so you can't move forward in your emotional life. And so that's what happens. And really just accept it. Accept that we're all human. We all make mistakes. And instead of thinking that way, think about this. Think about the people whom you love now, who have benefited because of the road that you took instead of taking the other road that you're thinking about. I bet you there are friends, family, children who are grateful and thankful because you took the road that you took now. Another thing is that put your regrets into perspective and put it into the bigger picture of your life. I think about my mistakes and really my dumb, stupid mistakes that I've done in my life. And if I think about it now, I can just keep beating myself up. But instead, I start thinking about that little girl in the Philippines, in the mud, in the rice fields with head lice in her hair. And I think about where I am now and how far I've come. Sure, I have regrets and I have mistakes. But they have made me who I am today. And if I combine that with my accomplishments, I see it. I have gone so far, and I really get proud of myself. So give yourself some slack. Accept that you're human. We all make mistakes. And sometimes I think about mistakes I've done and what others have made in their lives, and I wonder, what makes us even get up? How do we survive each day? But there's something magical, and there's something I respect about the human species, the human spirit. We're resilient, and all we need is a little spark of courage, and it makes us get up and turn things around. So you're in good company. You did what you could with what you had. Just be able to accept your humanness and forgive yourself. Thank you.